Why does Warren Buffett, the greatest investor who has ever lived, tell investors to simply buy index funds? Which that is definitely not what he does. In fact, it's very, very different. So then why would the greatest investor tell people to buy index funds? What are index funds and how do they work? Well, let me explain. He's famous for this, including making a supposed $1 million bet that in a 10-year period of time, index funds would beat hedge funds' returns. And guess what? He won. In fact, supposedly he has simple instructions for his wife's inheritance. 90% will go into the S&P 500 index fund. An index fund is a type of mutual fund, or like an ETF, that automatically tracks specific market index. It owns all or a relative sample of the securities or stocks in that index. The S&P 500 is an indexed fund. It owns shares of all 500 companies that are in the S&P 500. So when you buy one share of that fund, you are essentially buying tiny pieces of that 500, or Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, and over 490 more companies that are represented in that index. And you're owning them all at once in a basket. This is passive investing. It is not trying to pick winners at all. It simply mirrors the market. So if the market goes up, it does. If the market goes down, it does. And the numbers behind it are actually pretty stunning. Since 1957, the S&P 500 has averaged a 10% annual return. Now, yes, this goes up and down, and depending on the moment in time, will change how much it returns, especially if you looked at over the last 5 years or picked a period of time like 2008. That will skew it, but the average is 10% annually. Over 15 years, 92% of actively managed stock picking funds or stock investing funds have underperformed the benchmark of this index. One of the reasons is also due to expenses, meaning that the index fund's expense ratio to hold it is less than the actively managed stock picking funds. It's not by a lot, but it does compound over time. 1% over 30 years, for an example, on $100,000 costs you over $200,000. This is because that 1% is compounding with the returns. So you have popular index funds that have low expense ratios like the Vanguard S&P 500, the Schwab S&P 500, Fidelity's 500 index, Vanguard's total market, which represents the entire US market. You also have things like Vanguard International, which is non-US stocks. You can choose that if you want to get international exposure. Now, the advantages of this are simple, and simplicity is actually the advantage here. It's instant diversification, and that share represents hundreds of companies. It is ultra low fees. It's tax efficient, and historically, it wins. Now, there's drawbacks. First of all, you're not beating the market because you are the market. There's no flexibility, meaning you own everything, including the losers. It can feel very boring, and during downtime, you get the full brunt of the market. There's other disadvantages, including tax advantages, offsets, especially when you start looking at things like active or direct investing, which we're not talking about here. We're just talking about the stock market and choosing stocks. How to start is really simple. You can open a brokerage account at Schwab, Vanguard, or Fidelity. Simply choose one of the broad market indexes like the S&P 500 or the total market, which gives you a broader base, meaning multiple indexes, not just the S&P 500. You can set it up so you do monthly purchases. That means every single month you have money going in and buying that index. And this is what I would suggest. This is called dollar cost averaging, which we made a video about here. That means whether the market is going up or down, you are buying the exact same amount every single month. Then you ignore the noise. No, you ignore everything. You don't even look at it. And you hold for decades. And that's the key. This is not short term. You only win if you hold for long periods of time. This is the worst way to try to time markets. You lose the advantages that come with it. Most people own index funds and they don't even know it. It's in their 401k, retirement accounts, or in a basket of investments that they're holding and they don't even know. So the question is, are you already invested in index funds and you don't know? Or are you looking to get started? Let me know in the comments. Also, let me know if you have been, what are your returns and how long you've been in the market.